Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Now we're playing some Battlefield Bad Company 2. Oh wait, I mean Battlefield 2042. And I don't even know what to say there. But anyway, this is my review on Battlefield 2042. As you can see, we're playing some Arica Harbour from Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I gotta say, Battlefield have pulled it out of the bag and the graphics just look amazing no matter what map it is. If it's the old Battlefields or 2042 maps, it doesn't matter. This game, it doesn't matter to anyone, it does look amazing. Now, as you see there's the new like on the move attachment swapper, I guess. Now, when I first saw this, I wasn't really too keen on it. I thought maybe it's break immersion and things like that, but to be honest, yes, it may break immersion, but it is the most handy, most useful feature Battlefield could have implemented in, to be honest. Now, some of you might disagree that it shouldn't be in the game, it should just be wherever your attachments are, you know, that's what you stick with, but, you know, things move forward, things move on, people try new stuff, and to be honest, I think what Battlefield done there is actually a really good idea, because you don't really get that in games, not to my knowledge anyway, but like I said, so we're using the sniper, the gold magnum, and it's just nice to use these old weapons on the new generation consoles with the 128 players, 64v64 player, you know, maps. But I know you don't use the old Battlefield weapons on the new maps, but you know, for example, like this Portal game mode, it's nice to relive old Battlefield moments in this new generation, you know, with the new destruction and things like that. It's just something that you will get to relive once again whilst playing the old Battlefield games, essentially. So what I have noticed is with the gunplay, with everything like that, it is a little bit hit and miss. The hitboxes are not really boxes, they're quite packed up, to be honest. From like IKEA, they need to be unpacked and put around the player. But apart from that, and maybe a few small bugs and glitches and bugs, this game isn't actually that bad. And I know people on the internet and whatever have been saying, slating this game, saying this, you know, whatever happened to it, it's not finished, and you know, this game must have took a long time to complete, a long time to construct, everything like that. So you got to let him off there in the sense that, you know, hopefully in the near future, like with Battlefield 4, this game will get better, and this game will hopefully be in a position later down the line that'll be very playable, and just everyone who will play it, they will enjoy themselves. Because at the end of the day, it's a Battlefield game, and there's not really many games like this where you get such action, all the destructions, it creates all these major flanking routes and everything like that. It's just a vast randomness of gameplay each time you play. Again, you just don't get a game really like it. Now, like I said, with the small bugs and glitches, there's one earlier there. It says low ammo, or we see it later on in the clip, it says no ammo, like there, it says no ammo. I mean, I do actually have no ammo, but I've noticed that a few times when there's like little bugs and glitches. But to me, it doesn't really impact the gameplay as such. And I haven't really noticed anything groundbreaking or anything like that. But even just listening to the sounds of those C4s going off, I throw one more, but listen. Just listen to how, you know, immersive and real it sounds. It's crazy. But like this, it says no ammo when, you know, that was for my C4 and I had my pistol out and I got ammo there on my gold magnum. But apart from that, which again doesn't impact the gameplay, you know, hopefully be fixed soon. So Battlefield, if you know, if devs, if you do watch this, please fix it, really. But other than that, it's such a great game. Like the next gameplay, we're going to be going on to an actual 2042 core map. I can't really remember the name of it, but as you see from the start of the film, we're going to it. Maps are gigantic, and I do like this new conquest style of like the different zones and sectors. It does, I don't know, it adds a bit of variety to the gameplay where you can spawn, things like that. And you know, now objectives top of buildings, and I've seen in like the gameplay that, not in such this gameplay, but from when I've been playing, people have been knocking down towers and oh, God knows, it just feels like a Michael Bay film every time you start up the game, everything like that. You know, see like the objectives up there, F1 and 2 on top of the buildings. So imagine, you know, the teams, opposite teams have each of those objectives. Imagine the intense gameplay you would get just from, you know, fighting on top of buildings across to other buildings. It's just something different. Now, I have seen obviously the specialists. It's sort of a bit like Call of Duty. To be honest, I don't really use them enough to warrant commenting on them. As such, I just play the game like it's Battlefield 3 or 4. But like now, say we're on top of the building. Now we have both sectors, but you know, could you imagine fighting across to another team? You know, with just the Battlefield experience of helicopters flying in and planes buzzing overhead. Yeah, it's just something you can't beat. And to be honest, I bought this game on deal for Christmas, so I ain't sank as many hours as of some people may have played this game. But again, from what I played, I think it's alright, and it's just a few things they need to iron out, to be honest. But as you see from the gameplay, it looks amazing. It feels good. And just from that, really, I think everyone should give this a go. Even if you buy EA Play and just give it a little trial, even not trial. That's something you go on the walk. But you know, even if you go on a trial and to see what this game's like, because you never know, you might end up liking it. Even though some reviews may be bad, good, and God knows what else. But it's just something different. Like I said, you can relive the old Battlefield moments in the game. Now, I like the Battlefield Portal mode, and that's obviously new for this type of game. Never been seen before, really, in any game, as far as I can think of. So I know for the Christmas theme, they're doing like ice stickles and like people are using guns. Now, obviously, it's a little bit unfair and kind of can get frustrating, but the endless possibilities, obviously, from the trailers of defibrillators versus knives and World War II fighter planes versus modern jet planes, you know, things like that. That's where the longevity of the games is going to come into play, as I proceed to die there from just me playing bad. But like I said, the Battlefield Portal mode will add that longevity to the game, and in the near future people will start getting creative and adding all sorts of cool random things, because the Battlefield community is just a whole another level of communities, really, to be honest. Now, as you see, not so much in this game here, and I've noticed on the couple maps, obviously, the new evolutions like the tornadoes, the ship that breaks in half. Now, all that's cool, because obviously before it was just one building that fell down and it just looked like a bit of a mess. But this is, I played a map, I think it's the one in Egypt where it's split halfway. The tornado is just going through the map, and you can literally just get whirled around the tornado, try and have gunfights in the tornado. Like, you know, not many games really do that, or any games really do that, and you know, it's just something that no other game does. And as much as people can slate this game, they should honestly give it a go, because you know, things like that, find an RPG at like some ski tank thing and blow it up, it just feels like a Michael Bay film all the time, you know. Intense action, I die there but get picked up, and you just get straight back into the action, because you have that ability that players can do that with all these new specialists and all these new characters and everything like that. It just makes the game a bit more, it makes the game last longer, and it makes the game a bit, not so much of a grind, but in the sense of more things to unlock, more things to do. But on the flip side of that, there is a lack of content at the moment. Now hopefully that will change with all the battle pass, all the season stuff. Guess like what they're doing, like Fortnite has it, so I guess they're kind of doing the same thing with it. But like I say, if you bought the Ultimate Edition or the Gold Edition, whatever it is, you'll have it all. So I guess you have to see later on down the line whether what new content's added in, like maps, guns, and stuff like that. Now if it's anything like the old Battlefields, you know, it'll be levels that would go up to level 100 and whatever it did before in the old Battlefield games. But like then, Took just come at me, so I blew the guy with an RPG, you know? It's just something you don't get in a Call of Duty or... yeah, it's something like that, really. It's just... This game takes what Battlefield is from Battlefield 4, 3, Bad Company 2, and takes it a step further. And I think that's what Battlefield needed to do. Try new things, and yeah, there may be glitches, but again, hopefully they'll be ironed out, like I said earlier. Now, one thing I do like as well is that consoles, especially like I'm playing on the PS5, so we have FOV sliders, and it just adds to that gameplay, you know. I can see a bit more around me, and obviously PC always had that advantage with FOV sliders with the crossplay as well. So if you've got friends that are on Xbox or PlayStation or PC, you can all play with each other or get into a big squad, which again, I hope they may consider upping the squad size from 5, because COD you can do 6, and that's, you know, normally that's like a lobby. So, you know, hopefully Battlefield may improve on that aspect of the game, that have more friends in a squad. But again, we'll have to wait and see, because you never know. Never say never type of thing. Now, I know people are not going to be keen on the near future type stuff, but then again, I think what they've done now with Paul kind of counteracts that point, in the sense of you can literally still rank up and unlock these new weapons whilst playing the old maps like this Caspian border with the P90 on the move, swapping attachments. Again, it's just one of the reasons why you have to give Battlefield a go, give it a try, to see how you get on with it, really. And if you've played old Battlefields before, again, you're a bit familiarity with this Portal game modes, but there is, again, like I said, some issues with it. It doesn't feel complete in the sense of, again, like the hitboxes, the small little bugs. I know that climbing rocks, which you'll see in a minute, can be a little bit janky, not fluid, and it takes a while to just mount these rocks and everything like that. You'll see that in a second, that I try and get to the top of this objective, D1 I believe, and you know, it takes a few button bashes to actually try and, like then, just see, it takes a few button bashes to get up over the rock. And if you're in the middle of a gunfight, you need to get over it to get away from someone from behind or something like that. Things like that is what's going to get you killed, and obviously inevitably give you a frustrating time playing the game, really. Now, whilst playing this game, also I noticed that they've done a few things with the controls, especially one being the helicopters, and now it's the thumbsticks to fly. And I just wish on the menus, which are quite confusing and they take a while to get used to, I just hope that they allow an option that it can go back to the old style of controls on the old Battlefield games, like L2, R2 to accelerate, brake, and actually not custom map your buttons and custom this, custom that. You know, it's just one of those things, really. But still Caspian border, and I like the variety of guns like we here. Like here we're using the SVD, and like I'm using it with no attachments at the moment. And well, I decide, well, why not? We'll throw the sniper scope on, and thank God we can do that, because right now, you know, I can zoom in onto those guys, get a couple of headshots, something like that, and get the no scopes there. You know, it's just that element, and I think that's just such a really good feature. I think more games should probably implement something like that. Now, what I'm going to do is just leave you with the rest of the gameplay. Just get the immersion of the sounds, the noises, just everything really, and then I'll come back to the end of the video. Right, guys, just coming to the end of the video. In conclusion, I think you should try this game regardless, because you never know, it might end up being your game of the year. But if you'd like to see more of this type of content, or in fact any type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and peace.